Welcome to Real Talk with Sterling Real Estate Group, your go to podcast for all things real estate related. Each episode, we break down the latest market trends, share insider tips, and bring in local industry experts to offer valuable insights that empower your journey. Whether you're buying, selling, building, or investing, we're here to help you navigate the ever changing landscape with clarity and confidence. Let's get real about real estate. Today, I'd like to welcome Joe DiCaprio, owner of Empire Insurance. Welcome, Joe.
Thanks for having me. And I can't tell you how excited I'm. Very first guest. It means a lot to me. I know
Yeah,
you got a lineup of some other superior guests coming in, and this is just the best. I'm so excited. Yeah,
good,
let's go.
good. Yeah, all right. So, Joe, tell me a little bit about how did you get to Empire Insurance? What led you there?
Okay. So, just a little bit about me. I grew up in Guilderland, New York. I'm a Syracuse University graduate.
Nice.
Upon graduating, all I ever did was insurance. I worked at a prior brokerage for 20 years.
Wow.
But what got me to Empire was the insurance world is changing, and that's why I know you want me to be
Mhm.
your first guest
Yep.
with rates in New York State going up over 50% in
Yeah.
4 years. You see the fires out, and we could go over that, all that fires and hurricanes. The carrier panel they offered just didn't meet the needs of me building my entire agency around the home
Right.
closing. So I took the huge jump, going from hero to zero. And
And you
we
did
got,
well.
yeah,
And you are doing
yeah,
well.
we're doing okay.
Yeah.
So we got the carriers we need. We got the staff and infrastructure we need. And again, around 2016, I realized that the home closing was my passion, and
Mhm.
I built it up.
Yep.
But now with the right carriers and the right things in place, we're doing triple what I did before. I'm blessed that we help, I would say, over 20 families a week and investors and
Yeah.
Airbnb, and that we help about a week with closings plus all our other business. So it was a huge leap. It was scary, but
Yep.
it really, really
It
worked
always
out.
is, but you did well. And I know firsthand your service at Empire. I dealt with you before when you were
Yeah.
with another company, even now with your own company. I text or I call you whether it's
Yeah.
for personal or for a client I'm referring to you. I
Yeah.
mean, you were all over it. And I think that's important. Especially in our world, people want immediate satisfaction
You took
and
the
they want
words
it.
out of my
Yeah,
mouth. So we're in 2025. Everything's mobile. Even 8 years ago, I was already texting everybody.
right,
We have a full staff. We have multiple service reps. Everyone has their own iPhone. There's no waiting.
right.
We are in the now generation. I might be, 44 years old, but even I know the young folks, they want everything quick. And
Yeah,
even now, like 85-year-old people that never had email 20 years ago are docu-signing their documents in 2 seconds.
yeah.
If you don't adapt, they say you perish. You
Right,
know,
right,
Sterling, for example, you guys have your specialties. That's why we'll get in those later, why you guys flourish. You have to be there for people. You have to care. And every day, this never feels like I can't tell you how blessed I feel when you actually enjoy helping people. I have so many stories too, just closings that would have never happened if you
right.
didn't go the extra mile. And if you treat people right, it comes back to you quite
It
well.
does.
But speed of service is one of the
Yeah,
most important things in this world we're in now,
yeah.
where it's your iPhone is the
And we're
world.
talking to a real person. We're not talking to a
No,
checkbox or,
no,
and it's to me, again, from the older, I want to speak to someone on the
yeah.
phone. So it's very easy to get a hold of
I'm
you.
gonna tell you also, what I say when I was with my old carrier,
Yeah.
like, oh, maybe in 10 years, like, I don't know, let's say it's '05. Oh, there's all these internet lead companies and you could bind online and all this stuff. We won't be here in 10 years.
Yeah.
I actually think it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Even the younger generation wants door-to-door service.
Yep.
People want things now. A chat box isn't now.
Yeah.
It is,
Yeah.
but um, in this day and age, you have to be there for people, and that's what we do.
Right.
It's fun, yeah.
Right. And it's not about the sale. We always, talk about it's building the relationships with people. It's not transactional.
That's why I think
Right.
I excel above, other insurance people. I don't even think about the sale. My only goal is either to keep the real estate agent or the mortgage person or someone that referred to me. I want them to have a story each sale. I want them, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to build them up And again, it's never about the sale. And
Yeah.
it's sales 101. Be yourself, be ethical,
Yep.
be there for people. And if you truly follow that and make it not about the sale, make it about the bigger picture,
Yep.
yeah, good things can definitely
Yeah,
happen.
and it's funny that you say that. So yesterday I was with one of my friends,
Yeah.
and they were selling their home and buying a home, and unfortunately something had happened. But she told me last night that she switched everything over to you,
Oh,
even though the sale of their new home didn't go through. And I'll give you the name, when we're done. I obviously don't
oh,
want
was
to
it that
do
one
it.
with Drew?
Yeah,
There's a great guy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
So
that's what we do. We don't leave anyone hanging.
yeah,
We want
and
to be
and
there all the
yeah, and
time.
the deal, for unforeseen circumstances, unfortunately, but they liked you enough that they switched everything
Yeah.
over to
Yeah.
you.
That's a good
So,
family.
I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah. He was
know,
great to work with.
high
So
five on that.
let's do a high five on it.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, I have
awesome.
stories like that all the
Yeah,
time. What happened this weekend? It doesn't get into it. Some people have debt to income issues where they need their homeowner lower. I saved a deal this weekend. She would have never closed. I can't tell you how happy they sounded
right.
from the real estate agent to the mortgage person to the client. It's like if you just do what needs to be done, really magical things can happen. Another one, a quick story. I know we're
Yeah.
going off
No, no,
tangent, but
no,
that's what
it's okay.
podcasts are about.
That's
Go
what
off
it's about.
tangent.
Go on, go on down any road.
Elderly woman. She was sent to me by a realtor, a family friend. Realtor, excuse me. I do still make that mistake. I'm
It's
not in. All
okay.
right.
I think we all do.
I think everybody does,
Yeah.
yeah, even though they say they don't, but that's another story. Uh, Elderly woman, hospital for 9 months. Not only that, listen to this. She was out, like, feeding cats or something, it's cute out in the back during, like, a thunderstorm. A tree cut her house in half where she sat, would have been no more. But she was sick, and I'm working with the sister. She hasn't had insurance in 9 months, plus $100,000
Oh,
claim. I had to put my heart and soul into getting that approved.
right.
I had to really fight. It took a couple hours, but just the joy you bring people.
Right.
Insurance is not fun. We're not gonna sugarcoat it.
Right.
It's like
Right.
horrible. No one
Yeah.
likes it. But if you can make it easier on people in
Yeah.
something that's so harsh out there, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
we're really trying to build, a family,
Good.
and what we're doing is really special, and it's leading to growth you can't imagine. Yeah, it's
That's
great.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. And it's your company. So,
So that's pretty much it. That's why
good.
we built Empire. We have the staff in place. We want to continue to build around the home closing.
Right.
I already do a lot, but I want to be in everybody's mind in the capital region. I have some referral sources in across the state, Watertown, Syracuse, but I want to be the first name
The
people
first
think of
name.
when it
Yeah.
comes to the home
Yeah.
closing.
That's
And I think
good.
we're going to get there
Yeah.
with great people
Yeah.
like you, Sterling, and everything.
That's one. Well, I know you personally have helped a couple agents here who own multifamilies and Airbnbs, and they
Yes.
save like thousands of dollars, not hundreds, but
Yeah.
thousands of dollars.
So on that, on a portfolio of 8 houses I did this Sunday, yes, I work a lot. Yes, I'm a
It's okay.
workaholic.
We all do.
Um, what did I save him? $7,000
Yeah.
on 8 houses. Another agent, owns her own company, had me r she's been sending me the best person she sent me was this guy who has 30, 40 houses. We helped him, we worked with her. I saved her 4,700 this weekend between
Wow.
auto, home, and 2 rentals and better coverage, better perks. That's the real secret with
Yeah.
this. I
Yeah.
love now because Empire gives me the ability because how we built this agency, I can give people amazing perks and save them. It's just
Right.
like win, 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 win,
Yeah.
win. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
So you do. So it's not just insurance on a home. It is you bundle
We do the
everything.
whole
You
gambit,
have the
yeah. And
opportunity.
then we're gonna get
So
a pet insurance, we do
yeah.
that now.
Yeah.
Again, I know you have a lot of investors, Sterling works with a lot of investors, we're gonna get a new construction, but I help with the entire gambit of real estate insurance, 1 to 4 family rentals, single homes, new
Yeah.
home buyers, which we love.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
client I help where it fell through, we're gonna help them on the next one.
Right.
Tons of short-term rentals. Even in my past agency, I've gotta be up to, like, 200 now.
Wow.
I just did another one this weekend. So, yeah, we help the whole gambit of anything, auto, home, and all that, but again, I do like to start with the real estate
Yeah.
insurance, and we go from there.
Good. So I have a question for you. Obviously, you're built everything around, the real estate
Yeah.
community. What's the number one, two questions that realtors ask you or a homeowner, when you're
Yeah.
connected? What do they ask you? What is the most common question or
Yeah.
questions
So,
that
I
you
get
get?
multiple texts a day, and it really comes down to flood insurance.
Okay.
I know it's
All
kinda
right.
out there, but along the Mohawk and along the Hudson and along the Schoharie, there's a lot of flood zones, and
Right.
these could lead to deals falling sour. I guarantee if we had the whole gang in here from Sterling, there'd be some sour stories due to flood insurance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I get a lot.
Not with you though.
No, so they go, Joe, like today, someone texts Joe, can you check these two houses? Both are in a flood zone. The client's already getting rates on other ones, so now, we're hundreds of dollars less on that.
Right.
People think about backing out of the deal, I can help soothe them, and just everybody wins, so you wouldn't believe it, but in the capital region, there's more flood than
Yeah.
it comes up a lot. That's probably the first thing that, I get texted about. Also, my client got a rate for 1,600, is that right? I don't even have to look at it, it's not right. I don't care how many square feet the house is.
Right.
So usually production, better coverage. Then I don't know how much we're gonna get into it, but again, we are in, I hate to say it, I'm not trying to be negative. It's the hardest time in insurance in my
Yeah. Yeah.
22-year career. Uh, we have a mix of inflation being out of control
Hmm.
and claims being out of control. So these companies have become so strict, regressive, and I won't name names, but some of the bigger companies out
Hmm.
there literally took 20, 22, and 27% rate increases on their client in New York. I have multiple other big name companies non-renewing people right now on their auto for one little claim.
Yep.
It is really bad out there. So people, I give them advice on
Yeah.
that, and I can get anyone out of any situation with how
Yeah.
we built Empire.
Yeah. And actually, you helped me. I remember on
This
my
issue.
roof. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had had this insurance company for years and they canceled me. And I was like, I've never once filed a claim. And they were saying they did a Google shot of my roof, which was not leaking. And I'm like, that's not right. And then I called you and you were able to do it and I saved money.
Yeah, I just had another
Yeah.
one. A New York City buyer bought a house in Half Moon by the water, second home, couldn't get coverage anywhere. I checked the roof. Based on my opinion, there was
Yeah.
no issue. Again, if it's bad, I'm not going to write it, but
Right. Right.
he was glorious and happy about being able to help him.
Yeah.
These companies are getting strict a lot of time after the closing. Hey, Joe, my client, either a mortgage or real estate,
Hmm.
they said that my roof looks bad, and if it's not, we could definitely help them. There's carriers out there, but we're in the strictest time. You have to watch how many claims you put in on homeowners, watch your auto claims. I really, really wish everyone on, you're going to get all my contact info. If you ever have a question or doubt on a claim, coverage, anything, just text me,
Yep.
please, because bad things can happen really quick.
Yeah.
Like for now, I'm going to be honest with you. I hate to say it, over there, like ruining the industry. This is why people need to learn. That's why
Right.
we're here. If you have one homeowner claim, that can hurt you. If you have two homeowner claims in a
Hmm.
5-year period, it's
Yeah.
very hard to get coverage. I got to
Hmm.
like beg. If you have three homeowner claims in a 5-year period, it's nearly impossible. I've had closings shut down due to it. So
Wow.
we're at the point where we're in such a regressive inflationary period. I hate to say it, but you almost have to work with me.
Yeah.
You gotta you can
Yeah. Yeah.
really get in a
Yeah.
lot of trouble really quick.
Hmm.
My new thing is I really try to advise people on claims. Like if it's 5,000, you have a $2,500 deductible. Let's do the math together on the phone. I'll take 20 minutes with you. Is it worth it? No. Or yeah, you have burst pipes. It's 10K. Yes. Here are the ramifications.
Right.
No one teaches this stuff.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
So
nobody talks
you're
about any of
educating the
this.
homeowner and which is especially your first time home buyer. I mean, that's huge.
The biggest thing too that I kind of don't understand is with inflation being up crazy. So the iced coffee I used to drink, I don't know, I use this as an example, like 4 years ago
Yeah.
was 4.99 at the
Yeah.
store. Now it's
So
7.50.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's double. Like
Yeah.
people, how come like they don't realize that insurance is part of all that?
Yeah.
Claims are up. Remember when wood was like $80 a plywood or something? I remember.
Well,
I don't know
now,
what it is now.
yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
bad still?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So claims are higher. These companies, they're the casino, they're the house. They got to
Yeah.
win.
Yeah.
So they're going to raise rates and be restrictive. You
Yeah.
really got to work with a professional right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good. So we touch base on, a little bit about how the rates increase. So
Mm,
53, so rates have gone up 53%
yeah.
since 2021. And I think you did explain why it's happening with the buyers or what
I
they
can
need to
talk more
know.
about buyers though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you want to add to that?
No, you just have to shop it. And every company has a rate. Well, every risk has a rate out there, I'll say. So there might be a more substandard company, not that they're like not solvent or anything, they just take on higher risk. Like if you go to a certain big company and they put you through it and they're going to cancel you in a month because you have a little crack in your thing.
Right.
And then again, you have to shop at least. I'm not like I get a lot of referrals every day for closings. We close about 85 to
Yeah.
90% of
Yeah.
everybody that
And
comes to us. You have
yeah.
to shop it. The
Yeah.
rate differentials are
Hmm.
insane right now due
Yeah.
to this inflation. I could
and
tell you
yeah,
stories of more.
yeah. Oh,
Here,
I
all right,
bet.
here's the biggest one lately. This I wasn't even going to tell anybody about this because
Uh-oh.
people won't think it's true.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I think it was a mortgage person or just a regular. This woman has a house in a four family in Cohoes. She has one claim at a big company. I don't know how she didn't know she was paying too much, but her premium for a regular four family was $20,000. And
Okay.
she has one claim. I had to get it approved. Beautiful house, not a high risk at all.
Right.
So I got it down to 2,200. It's like over 17,000. It's like so big sometimes. I don't even tell people. It's like you got to do your homework.
I can't even
It's
imagine,
true.
like,
That's a
the
true
expression
story.
on her face.
Well, at first they don't
Uh,
believe it, but then
yeah,
yeah, it was
yeah,
just yeah, it's just you have to take the time to.
right, and you tell them, they'll compare, the coverage you're getting, and usually it's either the same or better,
We usually
right?
try to do
And
better
or
coverage,
less.
more
Yeah,
perks for less. Yep.
yeah, yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Okay, so next question for you. Sterling Real Estate Group, we have the
Yes.
number 1 new construction team
I
in the
sure know
Capital
that. They're the
District.
best.
Um, Share a little bit about, the discounts
Yes.
that you can offer clients who are building new
Yeah, so
construction.
that's why I think me and you have such a great
Mhm.
partnership and the other folks here. Uh, you specialize in new construction, are the best at it, and these carriers are ever the best. So it's quite simple. A new house rarely burns or has a claim. It's
Right,
beyond
right.
rare. Okay.
Mhm.
You ever watch the news? What houses do you see burning to the ground? You're Schenectady, Albany, and Troy
There was the
electrical.
one last September that was being framed.
Yes, it does happen. But if you
Yes,
ever
yeah.
watch the news and
But
it's a
yeah,
fire,
yeah,
Albany, Cohoes, electrical,
right.
old house,
Yeah,
there's no claims on new houses, so they give you a massive discount.
right.
For example, Travelers is an unbeatable product, and that's another one where people are like, "Oh, I have 900,000 in coverage and it's 782 a year."
Yeah.
They don't believe it it is a sliding discount, folks. Don't hold me to it. Of
Right.
course, it comes off each year. It's a massive discount as the house ages, but we have all the things in place to help new construction. I think that's why
Yeah.
we have such a good partnership
Yeah,
too.
yeah, which is good, which we don't always specialize, I mean, it is a big part of our business, but it's not,
Yes, exactly.
the business. We do a lot of resale
Truly,
as
they'll feel
well.
you guys are the best at it. I know you
Thank
do the
you. Yeah.
resale and, like Angie's got a ton of buyers. We're always
Yeah.
having fun.
Yeah.
But when it comes to new construction, no one does it better. I will
Yeah.
admit.
Yeah. I have a great team. Kudos to them. Um, so I noticed when we were emailing back and forth the pet insurance.
Yeah, I just got access
Um,
again.
that is, I have to tell you. So I have a golden retriever,
Yep.
and in December he tore his ACL.
How much was it? You don't want to say.
No, we can probably all in was
Okay.
$8,000. We had pet insurance. Out of pocket was probably $800.
That's
It
awesome.
is worth every
I
penny.
wish more
And
people would listen. I quote so
yeah,
many people, then once they hear the price, they're like, I don't know, it's like $50 a month to $100 a month. But
yeah.
uh yeah, it's amazing. So I started offering it at the old agency, bought it myself. Some of my best referral partners have bought it too. I got some stories there. Um, my cat got sick during COVID, couldn't breathe.
Oh,
Um, they put her in an oxygen tank and all that. We had to sit outside. Remember, you have to like wait. There's all these
oh,
families in their
yes.
car. It was crazy, but it was 4,500 and
Yeah.
almost all of that paid. So it paid for the next couple of years of
It's
coverage.
amazing. Yeah. They look at that monthly payment, but if something does happen, you're like,
You're
I'm
not
really
gonna let your
glad.
dog or cat die
Right.
usually, and
Right.
I hear so many stories at 20K plus. So now my new plans have unlimited coverage too. We could always go over porcupine incident, 1,000 saved. On
Oh,
another incident, it's usually 1,000
yeah.
saved, and then it
Yeah.
pays for the next couple of years.
Right.
So I
Right.
try to offer the whole gambit. Also when you help people with more stuff, they tend to stick with you. We all
Right.
win. And yeah, we could offer that too. Anyone can reach out to me anytime. I even have a link, as I said, on my email now where you can purchase it yourself and you do get an Empire insurance discount.
Well,
So
there you
it'll be
go.
cheaper too.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yep.
Is there anything else that you want to share that you think is important for the public to know when shopping for insurance? What to look
I think we
for,
just
or
have
any
to, yep.
agent
I
should
think we
know?
should just have to reiterate the time we're in. I hate to be negative, but I've been doing this
Yeah.
22 years. There's nothing close to this.
Yeah.
For example, the fires in California,
Horrible.
with inflation counted in, Hurricane Katrina was 175 billion. I'm quite positive the fires will be double that. So it's double the worst natural disaster in history. hurricanes, all that. That's another thing. Most of the carriers we use, we built it this way, are New York State-based carriers that mainly do work in New York State,
Okay,
and they
good.
mainly don't concentrate in downstate because it's too risk because they worry about hurricanes.
Hmm.
So at my carriers, you usually are going to see the best pricing and the lowest rate increases. Because let's say company A is a multi-trillion dollar company. They just took 7 billion. They just like almost got bankrupted in California. You don't think they're going to get their money back somewhere else.
Right.
So just please shop. Please just give me an opportunity. In this day and age, you cannot be alone with insurance. It's really that bad out there.
Yeah.
It's just not on
Yeah.
the news enough. They
Yeah.
talk about eggs, but they don't talk about them.
Yeah.
Something you could save.
Yeah.
There's people around here, they're living check to check sometime. Like I save people life changing money. Like if you save 2K on your insurance, that helps
That's
pay for your kids, whatever.
that's a lot. Puts food
Yeah.
on the table for,
It really does.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
in this day and age, just if you're not going to work with me, please try to find an expert that really knows their stuff and is going to go, the extra gambit for you. That's it. This was
Good.
great.
Yeah.
This is
And,
cool.
and you know what? When you say I don't want to be negative, remember it's real talk,
Oh, it's
right? So
real.
so
It's
people
real.
need it's not negative. I
No.
mean, those are the facts.
Yeah, it's I think
So
53% on average
yeah.
overall auto and home is up in New York State.
Yeah.
That's another thing too. I get so many referrals sent to me, but just the average consumer doesn't shop enough. I really don't get it.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
people should call and check. Your mind would be,
Yeah.
you just won't
They're
believe it.
comfortable with their
Yeah.
current,
But
carrier and just say, oh, it's easier,
yep, but in
you
this
know?
age, you don't deserve to pay that,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
With that heating bill that one month everybody had.
Oh,
I guess there
I
was a
swear mine
spike in
keeps going up.
natural oil
Yeah.
or gas. You can't do anything about
Yeah.
that. Me,
No.
I could
No.
change it, not change your life. I could change your bills for the month like
Yeah.
in freaking 15 minutes.
Yeah. And you can
So,
just give it to the,
yeah.
the gas and electric companies.
But overall, I'm
Yeah.
so blessed. I'm so blessed to work with people like you.
Thank you.
It's a passion of mine.
Yeah, you
It's
can
far
tell.
from a job.
Yeah.
Every day, I wake up enjoying what I do. That's
Right.
why I work. I work a lot of hours, but it never feels like work. They say
Because you enjoy
burnout.
it.
I
Yeah.
don't think I'm going to get burnout because I love
Yeah.
doing this. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Good. All right. Is there anything else you want to add?
I'll just give
Good.
my contact info. I know you'll
Yeah.
post it all.
Yeah.
The easiest way to reach me, we're again 2025. Just send me a quick text 518-350-0511. My email's pretty easy. It's a little different. There's no .com. It's Joe at my insurance period agency. And you can email me anytime too.
And we will be sure to put all your contact information in our comments. So, agents and homeowners are easily, able to get that to you and get to you.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Please call us and we'll pass on your
Yeah.
information.
Yeah. I love
right.
being on the preferred
Yeah.
vendor list. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Well, wonderful. That's it for today's Real Talk. No fluff, just facts. And we'll catch you next
Thanks.
time.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everybody.
Joe.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Real Talk with Sterling Real Estate Group. Make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. If you have any questions about real estate or topics you'd like us to cover, we'd love to hear from you. Reach out to us at info@sterling518.com.